Ciao, Stephanie. Yeah, I've been studying a lot today. I also clearly went to the physiotherapist. The stuff is so cool. It like acts as an extra muscle so that your muscles can repair themselves. Very cool stuff. Anyway, I did a really long video this morning that you'll probably see. These videos are a couple of days behind, so I'll refer to them in chronological order, but know that they're not happening on the day that you're seeing them. So there's that. So what is today? Today is June 7th. I've been writing the date all day, so I should know that. It's Thursday. My HSK 2 test is on Sunday. So essentially I want to finish the chapter reviews from the book tomorrow. And then Saturday, review some example sentences that I'm having problems with specific vocabulary, review the transcript on a few other tiny things, and do some listening so that I've got it still fresh in my head. I don't want to go a complete day without it, but I also want to relax on Saturday because there's no point in stressing myself out. So I did a really long video this morning that you probably saw yesterday, like a 20-minute, which is clearly not my 5-minute June, but I had a lot of stuff to get off my chest. And in the process of making that video, I made a list of how I was going to review the chapter. I'm working with a book for HSK 2, and I've got the workbook and the course book chapters. And so what I decided to do was a quick 7-step, I think I would call 7 steps quick. So one is to go through the course book and pick up any vocabulary that's not on the general vocabulary list from the book itself, because there are some vocab words that they keep using over and over even though it's not on the official 300 word list for HSK2, and I don't want to get tripped up on those because I am in the listening, so I might as well at least be aware of what they are. And I'm adding them to a supplementary vocab list that I'm making, and I might make flashcards with them, I might not. We'll see what happens. Number 2 is to do the full listening for every single chapter. And I'm keeping track of that I'm doing all of these 7 things with all of the chapters, and you can see how far I've gotten today, and I still will probably do some more when I get home tonight. Number 3, make key review notes for the reading. If there's any vocabulary in there that's not anywhere else, make a note of that. Any question marks I had, any things I circled and made notes of, like or unhappy faces, make notes of that. I'm going to go over a few of those things on Saturday as like a final review. When I've done the big review, I want to focus on a few things and sit down and really dig into the things that are really giving me problems. Number 4 is I circle words that I don't know as I go through the chapters, and like weeks later I'll actually know them, so erase those with my hand-edited eraser. Number 5, review. I already said review keywords. Did I have that twice? I have that twice. There's only 6 steps. So then number 6, which is really now number 5, do the inference exercise that I've been ignoring until I got to chapter 13. Those are actually proving to be pretty fruitful. I think those will up my score. And I'm doing pretty good on those, like 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5 on those, which is really, really good. Part 3 of the reading is really kicking my ass, so I think the inference exercise will help my overall score. And the last one is cross-off chapters completed, and I wanted to make sure I reminded myself, don't forget to give yourself credit for what you've done. So far today I've done chapters 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and 10, and depending on where my brain is and how full it feels, if I feel like I've got a lot of brain power, I'll do one of the later ones because those are harder, and if I feel like I'm running out of steam, I'll do an earlier one and kind of let myself recoup for a little while, take a break away from it all, come back, and again start with the harder ones first and then do the easier ones then. So that's that. So I've got the supplementary vocab list. This is what I'm most proud of. I'm keeping track of my listening scores from the first time I did them to today and tomorrow, and how much I've gone up or down. And so far, the vast majority, actually none of the 6 chapters I did today already went down at all. Some of them stayed the same, because if you get 5 out of 5, you can't really go up. So progress is happening. A lot of them I've gone up 1 point. They're only out of 5. So I've gone up 1 point, 2 points, or 3 points. So it's kind of nice to see the differences column on how much better I've done, even just a few weeks later. So it's nice to track progress, because it's so hard to track progress in language learning, and I feel like that is one way to try. Satyan.